Hey guys, welcome to the Superdwarf show brought to you by Your Reptiles.
The OGs in reptile shipping. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the live show. Sorry for wait, but we got a good show for you.
Definitely well worth the wait.
It's pretty much all right here, and I'm excited for it.
Who isn't? Well, we appreciate you guys waiting for us. We appreciate you guys watching. So, as the title says, we are going to talk about some of our holdbacks.
And this is something that you guys wanted, so we brought it, right? We put up a community post earlier. Thank you to those of you guys who voted. We were talking about some updates between Karma, which we have some pretty crazy stuff going on with her. That's our big snake in the other room. Or if you guys wanted to see an update on some of our best, these are probably just hand-selected, my favorite holdbacks from the 2023 season. So these guys are awesome. The coolest thing is some of their siblings are actually still available, and we are in the peak of our Black Friday sale. So that might be something for you to take advantage of.
This might be.
And then after this, we're going to jump into our all Patreon after party and hang out with you guys.
I can't wait for that too, because that's a whole nother thing.
And maybe if you join Patreon, you'll get to know what's up with Karma.
Yeah.
So, Jeremy, one of the things we've always done, it's kind of a tradition here on the Superdwarf show, right? You guys know this. We stick around and name a snake.
Yeah.
How many people do we have watching right now? Does it say? You see it from there?
Yeah, we have 21 concurrent viewers. Oh, 23 now.
23. Okay, cool. So I've got 8 snakes in here. Only one of them has a name. So we always name a snake on the live show. This is literally, since we're doing updates on like all my favorite babies, maybe you guys should get your naming hats on and we'll name at least some of these. I don't know if we do all 7. You would have to get like pen and paper or something. I wouldn't remember them all.
Yeah, but, I mean, I've got some right here.
It would be kind of cool to stop referring to them as the Platinum Tiger Anery or whatever. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So as always, brought to you guys by Your Reptiles. Really excited with them. We got to go to the Aquashella show with them, hanging with Susie and Sean. That was really cool. And you guys might know this. You may not know this. I don't know that we've ever made an official announcement, but my wife Ashley actually works with Your Reptiles now.
Yeah, that's right.
The cool thing is she's in customer service. So here's the deal. You guys know this. We have like an affiliate code or whatever. It gets you, I don't know, a discount off of one shipment, which is great. But more than that, I've negotiated for anyone using my affiliate code. It's just reach out. You can type it in the comments there for them. All one word, reach out. If you go to Your Reptiles, you put in that affiliate code and you start an account, not only do you get a discount off of that, but you get preferred shipping status. And then if you really want to, you could actually like request to talk to Ashley if you're having, animals shipped and stuff. She works basically Monday to Friday all the time. So, you guys could actually get a hold of her and talk to Ashley about your reptiles. It's been really fun. She comes in, she's like, guess who I talked to today? And people getting their shipments or anything like that. She can, help see all the delays, do all the customer service that we love about Your Reptiles. You can now actually talk to Ashley.
I'm guessing she likes it.
She loves it. It's a great company. It's great. They're awesome to work for. So she's having a good time.
Awesome.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know that she likes having a job at all. I think she would be like a rich old maid would be her, number one priority.
It doesn't sound too bad.
If you got to work, working from home for Your Reptiles with a bunch of you guys in the reptile community, hanging out with you guys and helping you. I was really proud of her the other day. She was on with FedEx. And sometimes the FedEx people are like, well, yeah, I don't know, it's here. And she's like, no, that's not good enough. You need to find this out. These are live geckos. You know what I mean? I've got somebody that I need to call and give them an update. I need an update from you. You're going to get up and go find these geckos.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's scary.
So she's got, anyone that really, if you know Ashley, you know she's sweet and wonderful. But if you really know Ashley, she's got that motivator side to her. So it's cool because she can use her sweet and friendly side for customer service and her motivator side towards, FedEx when they're not.
Other things.
Yeah. Get them going, doing as they should.
Well, good for her. Good for her. I mean, if she likes it, that's cool.
Yeah. Awesome.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, since, normally we would introduce like the snake to be named, since we have a whole bunch of snakes.
Yeah. How many again?
You guys, I've got 8 of them.
8.
I just went and grabbed 8 of my holdbacks. I think we have, I didn't really count this year, maybe like 20, 25 holdbacks
Yeah.
from this season, which is very selective for me.
Mhm.
I mean, there's a lot of years where I've kept 75 snakes back for myself. And so I've kind of slowed down on that and been a little bit more intentional. And so a lot of these guys are very specifically targeted at certain looks or projects moving into the future.
Yeah.
So I don't know, what kind of stuff do you guys want to see first? Let us know in the comments section.
Definitely,
there.
guys.
And then if you guys want to super chat in, help the efforts and the channel around here, then Jeremy will call out what you guys are talking about.
And we love super chats. Appreciate it.
We'll go from there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Gosh. Okay, so let's see. What do we have here? I've got some high locality percentage tigers. That's been a fun muse of mine. I brought 3 different ones of those. I've got pure locality Superdwarf stuff. I've got orange glow and mochino stuff. I have got some cool bloodline stuff between the Krispy Kreme, might be a cool bloodline, could potentially be a new morph. So far it's acting like a codominant or something, but we don't know if there's a super form or anything. And then I've got white diamond bloodline stuff, which are just like perfected already, and just blending that line into different, morphs and still keeping all the cool traits. What kind of stuff do you guys want to see first? Who should I pull here? And then I think we should just rifle through names at the end. Is that the best way to do it?
I like that.
That way you can get pen and paper.
That's pretty fair. We can kind of list them out, and you don't really know.
Yeah.
Keep it a little impartial. But people were asking for orange snakes. We got mochino.
Orange glows and mochinos?
Yeah.
All right, I got 2 together. We'll pull those out here to start. All right, let's see. Is Heartland Reptiles asking for the orange glow stuff? I feel like that's Heartland Reptiles.
Heartland is not,
I can't see who's
surprisingly.
No? Somebody else?
Yeah, it's Blue 42 Pythons.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, check these guys out. So this is 2, we've been working a lot of the darker albino forms into our projects and into snows, which has been really cool. So some of these we pick for the morphs, some of them we pick for the looks, some of them we pick for percentages, or we need a male or a female. There's a different story behind each. So first up, this, can you see that, Jeremy? Is that a good
Yeah, we got
shot?
a pretty good look at it. You guys see that?
This is a snow chino. I first made one of these a few years ago, and then I had to sell it. And it actually was some of you guys know this story, was like the down payment on this property, which is funny because I think a decade ago or more, I mortgaged my property, my house, to get the founding animal to start this project. So this is kind of the culmination. Now I have it in Golden Child, which would be the zombie snow, which are cool, crazy. They change all kinds of colors. But I wanted a female without Golden Child. Mostly because you can't breed Golden Child to Golden Child on stuff. So I try to keep females without Golden Child and males with it in most cases. But I'm really stoked with how this turned out. Now that they're a little bit older, she's probably 8 months old or something like that. And obviously we went with small bloodline as we could with these. You can see how tiny she is at 8 months old. But she's starting to get some color. So she was like a purple silvery gray in the beginning with like a dark purple background. Now that background color, like the dorsal, is kind of like a caramely color. Can you see this good enough here, Jeremy? Do I need to move closer?
Maybe a little closer. But yeah, we gotta. Yeah, that's perfect. Right
How's
there.
that?
Stretch out.
So you can start to see where her gold color would come in, but it's this crazy ghosted green. It's very, very light. It's like if you had smoke that was green, that's the color over this purple gray. She's so beautiful. And look at those crazy eyes. So that's the first one, and she's got Anery in her too. That's Snow Cone. She was already named on a previous live. And then over here, we have an orange glow that is 100% het purple. He's also dwarf and superdwarf. And the dwarf that we used to make the first double het Anery Indo caramels was the Boardline Jam. It's my favorite. They're super bold. These are incredible. We have another clutch of these that's like the straight 50% jam that a lot of you guys have seen. If you're on our breeder tier Patreon, you saw some some cherry animals that are not holdbacks that are still for sale from this clutch. In particular, there's not this clutch, but there's another clutch of Orange Glow Snows. There's a male in there that it's just ungodly good looking. So, but I picked this one. This is a female. She's got the dwarf and Superdwarf in her. She's got a nice busy pattern from the Superdwarf, but very, very bold, thick black lines. So I was stunned by just the thick black, on her. Ooh, got someone going in my sweater. Oh, this is going to be a chaotic live stream. I can tell already. So when she hatched out, I was like, okay, that's a spectacular looking animal from a bloodline perspective. I can build off of that. Mm-hmm. And so I kept her. Unfortunately, like a lot of the pretty ones do, this one was a really stubborn eater in the beginning. It took forever to get her going. Hey, Marilyn.
What's up, Marilyn?
Pop over here. We're live on YouTube.
You want to say hi?
I got a snake. It's trying to go in my pants. Where'd she go?
Goes downstairs.
This is why you don't wear sweaters. How's it going, Mare?
Pretty good.
Yeah? You have fun with those house snakes today? Mm-hmm. Jump on that microphone. Tell everybody your opinion of that. You should do it with a full mouth. That'd be the best way to do it. Yep. Just do it like that. So Marilyn had her first experience cleaning the house snakes. She went through, a couple hundred of them maybe, and went through and cleaned them all up. So, yeah, what do you think? It's probably about 100.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah? What was your, if you could describe one word how it made you feel to clean 150 of our amazing house snakes, what would that one word be?
Stressful.
Stressful.
I love it.
Very cool. Oh, hey, if you know, you know. All right. Thanks, Mare. Good to see you.
Have a good one.
So Snowcone here already has a name, but this girl does not. So she's eating really good now. She's just got a little catching up to do, but it's really fun to watch her catch up because the bigger she gets, the bolder those lines. All right, what do we got next here? In the comments section, what do you want to see?
I did see someone say tigers or white diamonds, if we have any of those.
Oh, man, okay, that's all. Well, we got the tigers, we got the white diamonds.
Oh,
should we go Corpa side or towards the Madu side first?
Corpas or Madus, guys, what are we thinking?
Corpas or Madus. We got the two opposite ends of the spectrum. Well, one of them's a Madu, one of them's a mixed. But what should we go? What do you want to see?
Answers, guys.
Corpas or Madus. You got to call
First
it.
answer goes.
Two cool locality stuff.
Sure.
Not pure Corpas. We haven't made those in 2 years, but fun announcement.
Sure. Yeah.
Our first reticks eggs are in the incubator, and some of those are Corpas. We got a beautiful 4-egg clutch.
Got someone saying Madu. Two people saying Madu right now.
All right.
Everyone wants to see the Madus. Look at that.
All right, we'll pull the Madu first. So this is kind of the creme de la creme. Anytime you can get, it used to be like, hey, no morphs are available in pure localities. But with enough genetic diversity in and then breeding and kind of experimenting with this stuff, we proved out Anerys from our Madu lines. And then we kind of like traced that back or whatever to like, we took babies from the original adults and bred them out into known Anery mutations and made Anerys. So we knew that some of these were hets, put them together and proved out our adults to be het Anery. So one of the ones I kept was this guy, a little guy, girl. Actually, I don't remember which one I'm pretty sure it's a male. Yeah, it's a male. Kept this little guy, Anery Madu. So this is exceedingly rare. Madus are, according to Daniel Solis, if you haven't watched his video on our channel, you got to go back and see it. Possibly one of the rarest localities out there in the wild. The people on that island, it's a tiny island. A lot of them don't even know there's snakes on the island. So they're rare to begin with. And so to get an Anery mutation that's naturally occurring is nuts. So this guy is beautiful. He's everything a Madu should be. Really crazy connected back pattern that's very wide. It kind of collides into a lot of the side rosettes. You can see there, opens them up. So I love it. Visual Anery, pure Madu. And it's a male. It really does not get any better than that.
Oh, could I see the top of it again with all this colliding? Look at that. Man.
Yeah, so he's kind of striped out. He's got a very nice chaotic pattern up top. Yeah. But where one of the differences between these and Catoas is how wide the saddles are. and they dip down into these rosettes and open it up. So a lot of you guys that know Tanya the tiger, you know, if you start playing with some of these locality influences, it changes them a lot. And you'll see what I mean here in a minute. So, you know, when I started out with these localities, everyone's like, I can't even tell the difference. You know, what's the big deal? They all look like little gray or brown snakes to me. But one of the things we started doing is getting really high percentage into the tiger gene. Because I feel like, okay, you might not be used to looking at wild type localities, but you've probably seen a tiger or two in your day. It's one of the most established, kind of more basic mutations. Although it is stunning and beautiful, it's probably still one of my favorite retic morphs on its own. But because it was one of the very original ones, people are kind of over it. Okay, guys, this snakes is a bad idea. Got in my shirt, jumping back and forth. All right. So we started playing with tiger into the localities. Now, one of the biggest, boldest, baddest localities are the Slayers. This is pretty cool. And actually, Slayer locality has a little bit to do with the karma update that we might just talk about on Patreon. Jeremy, we got a description that they can join Patreon if they want to jump in there. We have some giveaways too. Yeah, we should do that. Yeah, go on Patreon, look up Reach Out Reptiles if you haven't seen it. So this is a 75% Slayer tiger. That's a lot of dwarf Slayer influence. And she is also 100% het albino. So I'm really impressed that we were able to make this animal at all. But because we have made several clutches of pure Slayers now, we've got different genetic diversity to do it. We've been playing with them. And also, you know, I always recommend, like, people like to kind of start from scratch or do their own thing and stuff. It's very cool to take projects in your own direction, but I'm always like, start with the best, you know what I mean? Not like the biggest discount, if that makes sense. So in other words, stand on the shoulders of those before you. If someone's made something really well, get their best animal and take it a whole new direction. So Jeff Wilson had produced some albino Slayer tiger stuff that was really cool. And I got a whole clutch from him one time. I was able to cherry pick through it. So from that and that clutch, we had a Super Tiger albino, actually belonged to Joe, and bred it to one of my pure Slayers, an F1. So she's not only genetically diverse, but gorgeous. So something to notice about the Slayers, bright, clean white belly. Look at that. Super thick, tons and tons of black. See all the black in her pattern? There's just a bunch of it. One of the things I always like is a classic tiger pattern with big white side rosettes. So of course we went for that really in all the localities just because it's kind of the more extreme expression of tiger. When you get all the striped out ones, they're nice, but they take away a lot of that other influence. But look, especially like again in this tail section. Look how nice that tiger pattern is. Isn't that crazy? So this is a 75% dwarf Slayer tiger female that's het albino with all that black. Can you imagine if we start making orange glow Slayers and stuff like that, or Tombolongans, they're like the miniature Slayers, and start down that road? Those would be crazy snakes.
Definitely.
So that's a fun one. And if you still don't think you can see the locality influence, these are babies. They're just growing up. This is your almost 1 year update, right? So she's getting a little bit of yellow, but this is going to be like a lemony yellow head animal later, and it's going to be like jungle carpet python yellow in between later on. So try to imagine that. Then we can go to Catoa. Now, Catoas are great. There's a variety of looks in Catoas. One of the more established bloodlines with them that we've been working with for a long time is that white diamond line stuff. Chilling a little bit. So if I jump from that girl, a 2-generation project, putting lots of black in, to a, oh, come here. Some of the clean Catoas that we've got. Get your butt in there. Oh my goodness. No wonder we don't use these displays anymore. Have you guys seen the new displays at the Tinley show? It's pretty cool. So this was a lot of people's favorite. We're talking about our sponsor, Ship Your Reptiles. That's owned by Chad Brown. This was his favorite snake in the whole shop. But this is a high percentage Catoa tiger. It also happens to be Anery. So one of the cool things with the Catoa, this particular Catoa bloodline, it's adding this thick black dorsal stripe straight down the center, which is kind of opposite of Madu thing going on, right? They have like a wide open center. These guys are like divided right and left. So that's really cool. It typically has a very busy pattern, lots and lots of pattern on the animal. But this one has been, this is just, gosh, how many generations selectively breeding? Between the two sides, you're probably 6 or 7 generations in on this animal. So pretty cool. She's only 62.5% Catoa. She's got some jamp in there as well. But what I'd love to do is run her into some of our really cool, like maybe the more unique Catoa bloodlines, like Reach Dreams or something like that, and keep pushing that Catoa influence in on the tiger. You can see how much more open her pattern is in between, how much more reduced the black is, even though she has very good black for a Catoa, but it's nothing like that Slayer. And she looks completely different. Nothing beautiful. Look at, she's almost banded at the tail. I love it. All right, now if you really like the chaotic look, some of the Catoas have a more chaotic look, then you probably want to go with Corpa. They're like the king of the aberrant, like this is like clean, refined, beautiful Superdwarf tiger. But if you want to go with the funky, wild-looking Corpa pattern on them, then you got to go over. I got snakes coming out everywhere. Isn't this a terrible thing? Like, wouldn't you guys hate it? Like, have all these reptiles, personal holdback snakes jumping out into your hands all the time? Okay, so this guy, we started with a really small Catoa, as a 75% Catoa tiger, female, and we ran her to our Corpa. This is Kevin Snaken's son. So this is a Corpa tiger, and it looks completely different again. So the first thing that you'll notice about it is it looks like it's been peppered. Little speckles everywhere. Tons of dirty pattern. And the opposite of those clean white bellies like the Slayers, this one even has additional patterning on the sides of the belly there. And as you get down towards the tail, it has the division kind of like the Catoa, but the left and right are not as split. They kind of go back over each other. But the best part, again, looking at the tail, it seems like the last third of them is where the locality influence really stands out. This guy just looks like urban camo. You see that? It's almost banded again, but you've got this double shadowing. That's a really nice Corpa trait. So the shadowing inside of the saddles there. Tons of black again for a Superdwarf, but he looks completely different. And this guy is going to be more of a golden yellow, not like the lemon yellow, but like a metallic bronzy yellow as he grows up. I mean, these are the first Corpa tigers, but you can already see him going that way if you compare him to his baby pictures. And tiny. I mean, look how tiny he is. At a year old, it's probably half the size of the Slayer. I don't know how much you can see with like forced perspective there, but cute little booger. So if you like the chaos of all that from the Corpa, one of my other favorite Corpas, this one was kind of a surprise. We wanted we want to put a lot of Corpa into stuff, but Corpas are so stinking rare. It's basically impossible to use Corpa females for those kind of projects. I mean, you could, but I feel like it would be a dire waste of a pure Corpa female to breed her to anything else at this point. Because we would love to see as many more Corpas as we possibly can. They're kind of the king of the Superdwarves, right? Small, super friendly, everything else. So one of the breedings we did was the Corpa male, father of this one. Should throw babies that look just the same. We know he's a het Anery, so we ran him to an 87.5% Catoa Anery. But this time, it was one of the Aaron Metcalf productions. And you remember me talking about Krispy Kreme, that bloodline, and we don't know what it does. So it tries to clean stuff up and make a donut pattern. So it's trying to force pattern that shouldn't be there into the Corpa locality, which is pretty cool. The tiger didn't do it. The tiger pattern's like an overlay, but you still have that Corpa speckling all throughout. The Krispy Kreme is different. It like forces clean areas and dirty areas. And with how busy a Corpa's pattern is, they turned out really wild. Do you guys want to see that one? Super dark Anery. It looks nothing like that Anery Tiger. It's much more of like a metallic charcoal gray, like the darkest gray you could buy on a vehicle. So this is, again, a half sibling, and she's 43.75% Catoa and 50% Corpa. And the Krispy Kreme came from her mom's side. So super dark Anery. If you look at that Anery Tiger that I had out, I mean, they couldn't look more different. Tons of patterning down on the belly. But the Krispy Kreme pattern fighting its way into the Corpa. You can see the little donuts going down the back. But they're smaller, tighter, and more numerous on this than any other ones. And it actually kind of opens up and spills in, especially into these side rosettes. Look how bright and clean. Looks like your teeth were freshly whitened on those side rosettes. You see that? Like the double wishbone rosettes going on.
That's cool. So that's Anery too, right?
This is Anery as well.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
So we had the Anery Madu. This is Anery coming from the Corpa. She didn't come from an Anery Corpa herself, but her dad, Kevin Snaken, is a het. So it would be cool to make another Anery Corpa. I've only had one Anery Corpa this whole time. So, and might come as a shock to some people, but I currently have 0. So would be cool to make another one someday. But yeah, look at those big white rosettes, the way I like them. Tons of peppered pattern. I think you might have to see this animal in person to really appreciate it.
Yeah.
But can you guys see the pattern there? I don't know how that lighting is.
Get a pretty good look.
It's like dark on dark. So it's kind of crazy to check it out, but I love this girl. So not only do we now have like an Anery Corpa influenced female that's nice and small to breed off of, but we've got the Krispy Kreme in there. Really good Corpa influence. I'm pretty happy with that. And let's see, I've got one more. You guys want to see the last one?
Last one. Let's see, guys. Let's see.
All right. So this one is very high percentage Catoa again. And again, white diamond line influence. But this one's a platinum tiger. So this one's actually higher percentage than the other Anery tiger. She's an Anery as well. But this one's 75% Catoa platinum Anery tiger. So the platinum is going to add that rich orangey gold to it, like Karma has, except on this Anery, it's like a light lime green. It reduces the pattern a lot. You can see her, like up here on her neck especially, she's trying to have that dorsal stripe, but it's just so reduced, it's barely there. One of the things I've always worked towards with the white diamond line is pulling the white from the belly up, and then pulling the top pattern down into side rosettes and making the side rosettes as big as possible. So what happens is you end up with kind of a lamp pattern going down the side where the dorsal pattern comes down, it rolls out around the side rosette, and then blends into the belly. And so it fades from that dorsal pattern, which is usually much lighter, down to bright white in the rosette and the belly. And so what you end up with are banding. So she's got a black stripe going from head to tail, but look at her neck from the side. You see how she's banded? It almost looks like a tricolor king snake if the colors were green and black and gold, or white. So perfect banding this far down the neck. Then it starts to break up a little bit. My belly pattern didn't quite pull up into the rosettes on the side, but look how gigantic some of these side rosettes are. Like, look at that toad right there. Big white splotches down the side. That's pretty cool. And then down at the tail, I've recovered the banding again. See that? So what I need to do is pull it up over the top so that I get complete white bands all the way around. This is as close as we've gotten. But wouldn't it be cool to have a python that looked like a tricolor king snake, but instead of red, black, and white, it was green, black, and white. So this is just a funky look that I'm going for. Very excited, and the percentages are getting so high. The snakes are getting so small. Again, almost all of these are, I mean, they're coming up on a year old. Some of them hatched in February. Some of them hatched in May, or in between there of last year. But they've definitely got a lot of growing going on them, and it's changing that traditional kind of non-locality whitewash retic look so much. I think a lot of people, you can see it all over the place the last 2 years, people starting to talk about this, using locality influences and stuff to really make these combos into something that they haven't. And it's been really fun to experiment with that and go, again, for a look, like just banded, that kind of thing. What do you think, Jeremy?
That's got to be one of my favorites. I
This
just
one?
sent it in the chat, yeah. I love it. I think, I like the idea of it being more consistent through, newer, breeds.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that
You
is
like
sick.
you like the clean,
Oh, yeah.
clean banded look?
And it's even more than that, just the color, the brightness of it,
Yeah.
All of
It's
that
like the
matters.
opposite of that Anery Corpa where it's like black on black, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
very cool. Well, what should we do? Name some snakes?
I think we should get to naming some snakes, guys.
All right.
I saw some people had already submitted some names, so I wrote those down, but this is time for you guys to...
Well, we gotta pick the winners. We want to just start with this girl while she's out, and then we'll just go one to the next to the next.
Okay,
to the
yeah,
next.
I like that. We'll start with this one while she's out.
All right. So why don't you? I don't know which ones the names should have been. Are they just throwing names?
They were just throwing names. So
Okay,
for
so
this
maybe
one-
we'll apply those names to these ones, and then guys, if you have a name specifically for this girl, go ahead and let it fly in the comment section. We'll choose some winners, and then we'll move on. All right, what do we
Names,
got?
guys.
You want to read the ones that they already threw out there?
Yeah, I don't think these the names they already threw out were very specific to one, I believe.
Oh,
We
okay.
have-
Well, if you know which one it was,
I think
save
I
it for
do.
that
So
one.
we'll save this. I think I
Okay.
do. Okay.
All right, so what should we name this girl? This is Jeremy's favorite. She's so beautiful. Look at this lime green.
Oh, we got some good. Yeah. Man, it's crazy how the phone is just focusing automatically. Oh, we got some good names. I love
Let's
it.
hear it.
Get all those names in, guys.
Okay, go ahead. Read through them. We'll pick one out for this girl.
All right. We have udon. I believe it's
Udon.
Udon.
Like the noodle?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. Then we have queen. We have stuffing. We have
Thanksgiving theme.
I know, right? We have lemon blast. We have Cleopatra. We have sunflower. We have Band-Aid. We have Colette. We have a lot. Wow, we have Sandia.
Keep going.
We want her
Read
name to be Super Chat. Someone said her name should just be Super Chat. We got Limone, Hourglass, Haven, Sherbert, Hadley, and Beetlejuice.
That's pretty good. Some of those names we already have. We have a Cleopatra and a
Okay.
Beetlejuice downstairs. But I think Band-Aid.
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 That's the name. That's final.
I like Band-Aid.
We're going with Band-Aid, guys. That
So beautiful, so refined,
you'll never guess.
but named Band-Aid.
Never guess who said that name.
Who said Band-Aid?
Jay Lunsford.
What's up, Jay?
It's a Jay.
Well, congrats on naming the snake, and
Band-Aid.
congrats on your new snake. Oh, I don't know if I was allowed to say that, but Jay was taking advantage of Black Friday month. Check that out, Band-Aid.
Yeah.
I'll never forget what I was trying to do with the project. All right, let's see who. So we're gonna go now to the other Catoa Anery Tiger. Different clutch, little lower percentage. She doesn't have the beautiful greens, but she's got the crazy black and whites. So this is the one that was Chad's favorite. What should we name this snake?
Chad's favorite. Wow.
Bring it out.
Yeah, this is a big one.
Did you say that the name was Chad's favorite, or you
No,
were
no. I'm just saying
commenting?
like that's crazy.
I never know anymore. Don't say anything unless it's a name. It might get named.
Oh,
back.
okay, okay.
You never know around here.
Right.
We get some pretty crazy names.
Better be careful, guys.
Especially that house snake room. Dude, if you read through the names, it's nuts. All right, look at her. I'll bring her over here closer to the camera while you guys type out your name. It's a female. Catoa.
Female Catoa. All right.
Catoa Anery Tiger. There. Is it?
You guys are killing me with these names. Look at.
Here.
All right. So far we have 4 in. They're still coming in, but some names we have are Steeler, Domino, Pilgrim, Marble, Prism, Udon again, Ghost, Mystic, Trip, Gullum, Poozy, Plaid, Smokestack, Clay, Stainless Steel, Hieroglyph, and then Gray Goose.
Those are some good names.
Yeah.
I actually like Gray Goose slipping in there at the end.
Gray Goose.
Gray Goose, yeah. I don't like the drink, but I like the name. Doesn't that look like the Gray Goose?
Gray. Yeah.
Look at her
kinda-
cute little duck bill face. The Gray Goose.
Very nice. All right, we're sticking with it. That was given by Jim Tassetti.
Oh, what's up, Jim?
Yeah.
He's actually one of our newer breeder tier patrons, so welcome, welcome. Hopefully we see you in the after show.
Absolutely. We
All
better
right,
see
we
you
got the
there.
Gray Goose. Boy, we're going to have to go faster. Okay, type
Right.
fast, guys. Ready? We're going to go for the orange glow. What do we
All right.
name the orange glow? This is the Catoa Jamp. She's 100% head anery, and I just picked her for the super, super thick black lines on her. Black, whatever color you call the orange glow. Caramel, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, honestly, it's pretty good. It's like following your hand too. All right. We have
Love these little circles in there. Look like little.
all right, ready? Orangina, Osiris, Pumpkin Pie, Malia, Lady Lantern, Penelope, Sweet Tater Pie, Garfield,
Tater pie?
Sweet Tater Pie, that's a name. Garfield, Butternut, Wassail, Wassail, that's Wassail, right? Yam, Creamsicle, Fanta, Carmella, Susie, and then Orange Crush. Lots of variety there.
Those are some pretty good ones.
Yeah.
So I'll give a runners-up nominee to Garfield. That was a really good one, but I think I'm going to Sweet Tater Pie.
Sweet Tater Pie.
That looks like a sweet tater pie right there.
Congratulations,
That's funny.
Heartland Reptiles.
Yeah. Is he the one throwing out all the Thanksgiving? There's a couple ones in there. Yam. Yam's a good one.
Yeah, Yam is a good one. I don't think it's... Yeah, we got a couple people throwing out Thanksgiving ones.
Sweet tater pie.
Congrats to that one.
All right, let's see. Okay, this guy, now this is important. This is probably, I've been telling everyone, this might be my favorite animal that we produced this year, which is the Corpa tiger with that kind of like the urban camo look or whatever. But Corpa tiger male. I've got big plans for this guy's Posset Anery. I'd love to see the Anery and the gold version of him in the future. And I just want to keep pumping as much of that Corpa look into this tiger as I can. See if I can get it even more blasted apart. So what do you guys think we should name this guy? It's a male.
Yeah. So this is big, right? We got plans. And like, it's a big one.
One of my most anticipated clutches of the season. And I love the way he turned.
All right, I'll let you know when those names start coming in. Take a
One
good
of my
look,
favorite
guys.
things to do with this guy is put him next to his dad.
Yeah.
Because he looks exactly like his dad, except that his dad is pure Corpa and he's a tiger. So somehow they're like totally different morphs or whatever, or lack thereof. But they look exactly the same, which is so cool how much of the bloodline came through on this.
All right, some names we got are Target, SWAT, Panther, Cyrus, Carl, Crush. We have Sasquatch, Thanos, Crazy Carl, Scar. Should I be? Oh yeah.
I don't know.
I think it was the first one.
I like SWAT.
SWAT.
I
Go
think
with SWAT?
Yeah, SWAT is it. That's perfect.
All right.
I-
Congratulations.
Keep building off that urban camo kind of attack thing, right?
Yeah.
Target was a good one, but SWAT got to be some kind of like almost military or law enforcement name.
I think a good one was
Are you writing these
Sasquatch.
down?
I
that's
am.
a good one. I think we have a Sasquatch.
Oh, do we?
We have a Chewbacca.
Okay.
That's what it was. No Sasquatch. Just Chewbacca. Whoa, buddy. Come here.
So that's half of them. We got 4 left, right?
Are you serious?
I think so.
What do we got? We should have more than that, right? We got the Grey Goose. We got
Band-Aid.
Band-Aid.
We got Sweet Tater Pie.
Tater Pie.
And SWAT.
SWAT.
Those are
Okay.
our 4.
Well, then we have 3 left.
Oh, 3. Okay.
Because one of them already had a name. So this is the Anery Catoa cross, and she's the Krispy Kreme. She's like super dark charcoal gray, really cool, like portal windows going down the sides, but they're very pixelated and aberrant. I'll show you what I mean. And some of them open up into like an upside down seagull look.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Eyes
That's cool. Hey, look at that seagull one more time. Love it.
balls on. Right there.
All right. Names are coming
Turn
in.
her upside down. So
It does, honestly. Like, I don't see it when it's upside down, but when you turn it like that, see it. All right, so the names we have coming in are Stormtrooper, Pebble, Portal, Minecraft, Silver, Chevelle, Wraith, Low Res, Silver Surfer.
Oh man, I really liked Minecraft until Chevelle came in.
Chevelle.
My friend Richard Bilbo has a Chevelle that looks a lot like this snake. What do you think? I don't know if Richard's in here, but yeah, that's got to be Chevelle.
Chevelle.
So you got to do Chevelle for the Anery Krispy Kreme Corpa.
Yep.
All right, come on. Let's see. Who do we got left here? Our other Corpa wants out. I should put you on the playground, buddy. Man, that snow Chino looks so good in this studio lighting. All right, we've got the Slayer Tiger. Black and gold. And white. Tons of black on this one. Look how cool this snake is. Looks very close to like an actual tiger.
Oh, yeah, man, look at that. Might be my second favorite. I do. Like the boldness of it, you know?
Very bold. Only gonna
Wow.
get better as she grows. It's a female. She's het albino. Gonna name.
Great. We have one name is Morse, like Morse code. We have Saint. Got Tattoo. Cisco. A name straight up says terrible. We have Crosby. We have Versace.
Have a Versace.
Okay.
Read him again.
Okay. We have Morse, Saint, Tattoo, Cisco, Crosby. We got more coming in. We got Rubber Ducky, Steeler, Simba, Terrible Towel.
Oh, that's what terrible was.
Yes, Terrible Towel.
Oh man, I like Saint, Rubber Ducky. Which one should I do, Jeremy? Saint or Rubber Ducky?
I mean, I'm biased. I pulled one of the biggest pranks in high school by giving my one English teacher Rubber Ducky every day, so I got to go with Rubber Ducky.
All right, Rubber Ducky it is. Who won that one?
That was Tech House Gaming. Congratulations there, Rubber Ducky, for that.
Right on.
I love
Very
it.
cool. Okay, last one. Not a man-made creation, just the rarest of the rare that the Superdwarf world has to give. Our male Anery Madu. Do you guys realize what it is that I let you name snakes like this? I mean, this is an epic animal. It's like slightly more common than a dodo bird in the wild, but not much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you guys get to name it. Hey, where are you going? Straight up.
This is a big
All
one,
right.
too. Our
This
last
is,
one.
This is
a big
the
one.
Anery Madu male. That's a crazy animal. Look at the nice wide saddles on this one. Yeah, they reach out like they're trying to touch down to the side rows.
Yeah. That's nice.
It's funny how that Anery, like it's a really nice looking Anery, and the Madus have a lot of blues and greens. But as a baby, they're not all that spectacular until you can see what they do when you make like that crazy Anery Tiger. And sometimes the ingredients are this is why we geek out about this stuff. This animal is all about the rarity of the bloodline and the potential, what it can do.
All right. Answers are coming in. Those answers are Ark of the Covenant. We have Dodo. We have Ark. I think that was going with Ark of the Covenant. We have Squirtle, Napoleon, Epic, over 9,000, Mewtwo. We have Fluffy, Atticus, Hike, Amador, Rolex, Sherman, Skywalker, Illis, Vader, and Metachlorian.
We got some definite themes. Read through them again for me, rapid
All
fire.
right, rapid fire. Ark, Dodo, Squirtle, Napoleon, Epic, over 9,000, Mewtwo, Fluffy, Atticus, Hike, Amador, Rolex, Sherman, Skywalker, Illis, Vader, Metachlorian.
I think we got to go with. There's a lot of good ones in there,
There is.
but I think we have to go with Napoleon for this
Napoleon.
guy. Yeah.
Wow. Napoleon.
Little
it is.
man's complex, amazing general. He's gonna take over the world, right?
That snake right there in a nutshell.
That's it. Who named Napoleon?
We had a couple people actually.
Man,
so,
you guys had some good names tonight. I'm glad
Yeah.
we named so many high value snakes to me personally, because you guys brought it. Good job, everybody.
Zach Bell.
Zach,
Bell right there.
nice.
Congratulations.
Great job. That was a good
Very
one.
nice.
Yeah,
That-
sometimes it's like you get inside of my head and pull out an amazing name that just clicks. I didn't even know it was in there. So that was really, a lot of those were,
Napoleon.
I feel like that's maybe the most, it's the most numerous, but one of the most successful naming shows that we've had.
Yeah, that was the most fun I've had doing it.
So here's the deal, guys. If you jump on and join Patreon, we could keep hanging out. We got the after show. We got a lot of fun stuff. We can hang out with these snakes a little bit more, joke around about the names. I want to show you some stuff going on with Karma. And you'll be entered for a giveaway. We actually have some of our tumblers. Can you bring me up? Grab me that coffee mug. I didn't grab the tumblers, but I have a set of 4. This is going to be great for the holidays. They're awesome for hot chocolate. My kids love them. These are our handmade mugs. Now the tumblers are a little bit smaller than this, and they don't have the handle, but they have like a 3D imprinted, locally handmade Reach Out Reptiles tumbler. It's going to be a set of 4 that we're going to give away. And all you have to do is join Patreon at any of the paid levels and jump on our after party after this. Jeremy's going to throw that on a spin. And I think we have a couple of giveaways as well.
Oh, yeah.
For some other patrons that were involved in a recent poll that we did over in the Patreon community. So there's going to be a lot going on. If you haven't joined before, jump in there, grab the meeting code, and we'll see you over there. It's a Zoom meeting.
All right. We'll see you over there, guys.
Thanks
for coming
everybody.
on.